trees, please.
You know, what to do with our land? It's not our land. It's, you know, the land is inhabited by animals and other creatures as well as humans. Of course, we should be growing food to feed ourselves, but we have to grow in a way that is more in balance with nature, that benefits nature, that doesn't degrade our soils, that doesn't fill the environment with pesticides and fertilisers. And as we know, our insect populations are collapsing due to pesticides. So basically, I think what we need to do with our land is to grow on smaller scale farms, to introduce agroforestry.
We really need a land use strategy in the UK. We're clearly land illiterate as a population. We don't really have a good sense of exactly how we're using our land and how we're abusing it. We're one of the most denatured countries in the world. We're starting from a very low base. UK woodland cover currently is 13%, and to double it, taking it to about 25-26%, would still set us at well below the European average woodland cover, which is about 35%. So just to get to that will be a big stretch, and I think we will need to work together to try and do that and double tree cover over the next 50 years or so.
There's extensive sheep grazing, which happens because of perverse subsidies, which leads to further depletion of the soil. So the subsidies that currently support sheep grazing, I think, should be redirected to the same people for land restoration, for forest restoration, so that the people still can live there, they can make a living there, but actually they're improving the quality of the land. They're helping forests to grow, for carbon to store, and so forth.
Basically, we have to be growing more fruit and veg to meet dietary requirements, and at the moment only 1% of £3 billion worth of subsidies goes towards horticulture and fruit and veg growers. So that's one of the problems, is that we're not subsidising the food that is healthy for us and we should be eating.
We often hear the question, what can I grow that's new? I want to grow something that's new. My first standpoint is, why don't you just grow what you can grow, but grow it better? And there's an awful lot of peas and beans in this country which are grown to a relatively poor standard, with poor yields, poor returns to growers, which is one of the things that puts them off growing them, so it's a kind of vicious circle. Now, the technology and the advice and the agronomy exists already in many cases to dramatically improve a lot of growers' performance, and I would suggest that rather than simply look for something different to try and grow, why not grow what we know grows in this country better?
Now, there's an area the size of Greater London in England is devoted to grouse moors for shooting grouse, and those are very intensively managed parts of our land where they are burned and slashed and burned in a way that we might we might criticise if we're talking about the Brazilian Amazon, but we seem to ignore very much in our own country. We need to end moorland burning. We could be doing much more to restore peatland, which is our single biggest carbon store, and I think that's one of the things we should be doing to make a better use of it.
To address the question of what should we do with our land, I would echo the point that I made about the need for an integrated, comprehensive land use strategy that is guided by the principles of how can we create a truly sustainable lifestyle for people and for all the other species that call our country their home.